I will be seated. As the patriarch of the family, after 80-some years, you're expected to pick up a few nuggets of wisdom. And as a hick from West Virginia, the nuggets of wisdom that I picked up, surprisingly, they're in country music. And I'll relate two of them to you tonight. One that I did this little with Daniel and Shelby, and it's a song that says "A Daisy a Day," and it says, "Dear," he was trying to convince his wife to marry, and he said, "I'll give you a daisy a day, dear. I'll give you a daisy a day until the rivers run still and the four winds we know blow away." And she accepted his offer, and he made good on his promise. Now, when I said that, the McElwain side of the family said, "Oh my God, not again."
No, we didn't.
No.
But tonight I'm only going to do that to contrast it with something else. I'm going to do two things. I'm going to talk about A Daisy a Day and explain it to you so they know that song. And secondly, a song by Willie Nelson, which is "You Were Always on My Mind." You probably all remember that. Daisy a Day, I'll briefly, as I said, he was romancing his wife, and that a daisy can be a flower, can be a hug, can be a kiss, can be a wink, can be any number of things. And that's what you aspire to in marriage. A daisy a day, and Daniel's doing a pretty good job of it. I think he's 100 for 100 at this point, Daniel, right? But that's an aspiration, you know. And life really is a little more mundane than that. And the second is Willie Nelson's "You Were Always on My Mind." And some of the words from that is, maybe I didn't love you as much as I should have. Maybe I didn't hold you as often as I could have. The little things I should have said and done, I never took the time. And that's more the way life really is, you know. So what you do is you aspire to a daisy a day. But when you don't achieve that, you do what Willie did. Willie came up with a but you were always on my mind. Now, in Willie's "but you were always on my mind," there's a lot. I didn't rehearse this, but I happen to have. But I can't read it. in that little 7-word thing is contrition, diversion, remorse, a pivot, atonement, a deflection, mending, and reprieve. So Willie put 10 powerful things into 7 little words. So the moral of the story is, you shoot for a daisy a day. But when you don't achieve it, come up with a hell of a good explanation. But you were always on my mind. So work out your own. And I was thinking about the rehearsal dinner tonight. I think one of the purposes of a rehearsal dinner is to rehearse that. Find out what you're going to say and rehearse it until you finally believe it. Actually, if I had uncovered this riddle at age 22 instead of 82, I would have had a much more blissful marriage, if that's even possible. So, Jamie, Jackie, my wish for you is that your marriage be one of living a perfect dream. And my blessing is that God will hold you in the palm of his hand, but not squeeze too tight.
Cheers. Cheers.